Welcome, hello. This is Instructor Carlo. Welcome to Martial Arts Self-Defense Kung Fu Corner, where we cover basics in martial arts, self-defense, primarily in Kung Fu, Tai Chi, and incorporate other styles as well to develop a great base. And it doesn't matter what you train in, as long as you're confident and you know your movements, you know that they work, you've trained in them, you sparred with them, then you can incorporate all different types of martial arts, okay, to what fits you best. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's go ahead and start with just some basic stretching. I'm just going to do a minute of stretching here. Today we're going to cover the bow stance punch, horse stance punch. It's one of those that I wanted to cover last week, and the video did not come out as well as I wanted. And so it's a-okay. We're going to cover it today, and it should be a fantastic afternoon. As well as I enjoy working on my left, I enjoy working on southpaw, right, from that stance, self-defense from that stance. So we're going to cover a little bit of that. And then we're going to do some Freestyle Friday. We're going to do some Tai Chi, incorporate some Tai Chi. So I did some Tai Chi in the video earlier. And so a lot of Tai Chi moves can be incorporated. It just depends on how you adapt the movement. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. Now, when you adjust this here. Okay, great workout too. Okay, and we'll get into that as well. Being able to develop that strength. Okay, let's get some water real quick and then we'll get started. Okay, let's just warm up. Go ahead and take a push pause if you need to stretch. It's all good. Let's go ahead and get started here. Here. Keep your opponent at bay. Swipe. Kick. Swipe. Kick. All right. Come on. Fake. Grab. This strike. Very awesome. Okay, today we're going to cover bow stance punch, horse stance punch. Okay. And basically, I think it's a great exercise in order to develop punching power, to develop your punches and strikes in general for self-defense, in order to build up the legs as well. It strengthens the entire body, and it develops good basics. Now, when you see the form, when you practice the form, you may not utilize the way it is exactly in a real-life self-defense situation. You might be more postured up like a standard stand-up, right? Stand-up fighter or any kind of stand-up style, right? So what it does is it allows you to learn basics, to use the waist in order to strike and to obtain more power. So we're just going to practice here, and let's go ahead and practice without the bag here. I'm here, where stance punch, I'm here. I try to make sure I have good posture, I'm lined up. For skin and practicality purposes, you probably would be looking at your opponent, right? But here we're just practicing. Here, post stance punch. Here, first stance punch, post stance punch. Post stance punch, post stance punch. Post stance punch, post stance punch. Punch. 1, 2, 1, 2. Practice, practice, practice. Okay, on the bag, so we can get some pressure. You're not always going to strike perfectly. When you're hitting air, it's easy to strike because you're not hitting a target. But when you're hitting a target, you have some weight behind it, and you have to make sure your strikes are on point. So that's why it's good to practice with the bag, right? It's the motto of this channel, of this program, of our teaching. Get to the bag. Okay. Let's do it. First stance punch. Right, I'm limited in my space, so I'm going to adjust. First stance punch, post stance punch, first stance punch, post stance punch, first stance punch. Here, okay. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. When I stand up here, I'm going to go 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay. You can be quick. 1, 2, 3. Right? 1, 2, 3. A great strike. Okay? Very awesome. Some moves are easier to perform on the bag than others. Here we focus on the movements you can do on the bag. We will be expanding how we're showcasing movements with partners and sparring, and really any way it will help you to learn. And so, Tai Chi, right, which means Supreme Ultimate, and when you add the Chuan, which means Supreme Ultimate Fist, is basically the translation of Tai Chi Chuan. Right? It's pronounced spelled Tai Chi with a C, Tai Chi Chuan, or J-I, Tai Chi Chuan. Now, I think it's a very powerful martial art. I have used it personally. It is great for self-defense. Obviously, it hasn't been evolved to the ground game to as much as I'd like. That's in the process. And to be honest, I feel glad to be part of the process. People need to open up the doorway. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started here. I'm just going to showcase a couple Tai Chi movements. Okay, snake creeps down. And we come here. We learn about stepping with Tai Chi. You block, you step. And a lot of different martial arts will use the stepping in order to get closer to the attacker. Okay? So you come in, you step, and then you can do what is needed. There's different strikes we can utilize, even the teacups. Okay, I don't train in Drunken Master, okay, but I did have a Sifu explain the basic concepts, right, behind using like the teacups, right, in order to strike. And if you're familiar with Jackie Chan's Drunken Master, you've maybe you've seen that, right? You've seen them in action using these wrists. So what makes this portion able to strike, right? If you're striking here with your hand, of course it's going to break. This is not made to strike here, just like this. But this portion, right, which is the radius of the forearm, right, distal portion, I think it's the styloid process if you want to even get more direct. But don't quote me on that. I'm just kind of talking off the cuff here based on what I know. So with that, we're striking here just like a punch. I come here, I'm here, here. Punch, strike, which can then turn into a grab. This can turn into a lot of things, okay? There's a lot of things you can do with the hand. Grab, you can strike, you can punch, you can palm. There's a lot of things you can do with that. So again, here, strike, block, 1, 2, 3, 4, here. This movement, I'm here, I'm still putting power here, here, here. I can put down, I can grab, okay? Here, drop level, grab. Right, do what you need to do. Right, single, leg, single, double, whatever. Right, we practice a lot of dropping levels here. 1, 2, stance punch. Right, here, drop levels. Right. So I gotta work on my striking. So there's lots of things you can do. Four stance punch, both stance punch. You can incorporate rock training. We've been doing rock training and stretching the arms. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Back up. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here and go. Very awesome. Okay. Okay, time for some Freestyle Friday. Hey, welcome. Shoe feels weird. Welcome to Freestyle Fridays. Okay, the purpose of Freestyle Fridays is to utilize the movements that we've learned already and just get the body comfortable with throwing these strikes and getting yourself comfortable within a limited range of movements. Or it could be anything, right? It can be anything that's in your arsenal of self-defense, right? The goal is to just kind of throw what's out there and utilize if you're in a real situation. Sometimes you can't do the 1-2 combo, you have to adjust and whatnot. That's the whole purpose. So sit back, enjoy, and I hope you learned something. If you're interested in training in the LA area, hit me up.
Hey.